You ever see those infomercials or like those terrible YouTube ads? In fact, some of you might have that ad right before watching this video where it's like, this new drone was invented. It was 10 times cheaper than all the other counterparts, and this guy lost his job. It was so good. I've seen that one a couple of times. You'll see the one where it's like, how to instantly become a success on YouTube. Well, today's video, I'm going to be telling you how to save hundreds of dollars in World of Tanks Blitz, and this isn't a joke. This is an actual truth. There are a lot of you out there that have a lot of money, and spending money on Blitz can become kind of a hobby. I know it myself because I have spent thousands of dollars on my Blitz accounts. But just because I waste money on tanks the moment they come out so I can review them doesn't mean you should. As long as you don't got a will that says you're going to die within the next 5 months, wait until the Blitz Fair. For example, right now, we have some deals and discounts going on. We've got the Type 57 and the Kampfpanzer 70 paired for 32,000 gold. That's expensive. Normally you can get the Kampfpanzer 70, I remember like for 15 bucks at one point. Wargaming's charging you like double the price tag. It's almost $100 worth of gold to get your hands on a tier 8 and a tier 9. No, that's an awful deal. Don't buy stuff like that. This Chimera bundle, you're going to get 3 tanks. One of them is a tier 7, and 2 of them are pretty strong tier 8s. I mean, the Chimera is absolutely busted, and the Skoda T27 is incredibly fun. But again, it's 20,000 gold. Sure, Wargaming may say you're saving a bajillion gold. Don't believe that. Those are all made-up numbers. I'm pretty sure they have a dartboard and they just throw a number and they're like, yeah, sure, saving that much gold. You've got bundles like the Double Impact, although this isn't actually a terrible deal, but there's a reason why it's so cheap, and that's because both of these tanks are kind of outdated in the current meta. Well, the 4400's always been a bad tank, but the Mod 1's not a terrible vehicle. Still kind of outdated, though. In general, these bundles that come out every week, they may look like a decent price tag, but don't buy them. Don't buy these Alpha Predator containers for 25,000 gold to possibly get a tier 5 tank, and don't buy bundles for like the Kampfpanzer 50 ton. They aren't worth it. Even this 5A bundle, don't buy it. And there's one very simple reason why. I've talked about this in the past, and I'll continue saying it until people get the memo. Wait until the Blitz Fair. It's that simple. Every single Christmas, there is an event where you can save a lot of money. It's called the Blitz Fair. Not only are there snow globes where you can get some of the rarest vehicles in the game by maybe dropping, I don't know, 20, 30,000 gold, but as well, to get that gold is incredibly cheap. For example, last year, it was like $50 to get 50,000 gold, which was about 3 times the value. To get 37,500 gold, it will normally cost you $100. $50 to get 50,000 gold is a lot of savings, not to mention the auctions, and that is the main way of saving. Last year, I think you could have gotten a T95E6 for like 12,500 gold. That is an incredibly cheap amount of money, especially judging that you can get, I think it was like $100 worth of gold for 20 bucks last year. When you think about that, for $20 last year, you could have gotten like, I think it was maybe 20,000 gold or something like that. Maybe it was 17,500 gold. It was a lot of gold. I remember you got a huge amount of gold for how much money it was. That $20 could have easily gotten you one of these bundles over here, which contains 3 or 2 vehicles. You know, this is the main thing that I try to point out every year. And people always ask me, you know, is this tier 10 worth it? Just wait for it to be on sale. If you wait for the Blitz Fair and you buy all the gold bundles, right? Let's say you've got $150 and you spend all that $150 on the Blitz Fair's gold bundles, right? So you'll get maybe, I don't know, 110,000 gold in total. Let's just pretend that's how much gold you can get with all the gold boxes and the double bundles and everything like that. If you get 110,000 gold, what are you going to spend that gold on throughout the entire year? I currently have 210,000 gold sitting in my account, and I haven't gone through really any of my gold, even with new vehicles being released for the past year. I have not spent really any of my gold. I've been able to get my hands on the Kampfpanzer 50 ton, the Type 57. I've been able to get almost every new vehicle released without touching a cent in my wallet since buying all this gold in the first place. And that's a really smart way to save money. Stockpile gold when it's cheap, save it throughout the year. That way, when a cheap vehicle does come out, or when a vehicle that you've been waiting for does release, it's an incredibly cheap way to save money. Keep that in mind. Don't waste your money on crates. It's going to throw you back. That's the second bit of advice I can give you, is stop buying crates. It's that simple. You're not going to get the tank. And even if you get the tank, let's say, for example, every time a new vehicle is released, you buy the $5 crate. Sure, you might get one time that vehicle for $5. But if you've bought 10 of those $5 crates throughout the past year, you've spent $50 to get one tank. That's not worth it. That's not worth it even in the slightest. The Type 57 was in crates. I think it was maybe 4 or 5 months ago, the first time it was for sale. And the Type 57 was quite expensive in those crates. It cost my friend $150 to get his hands on. And he barely plays the game. He could have just bought the tank now with the legendary camo for 15,000 gold. And the tank itself for 12,500 gold. A guaranteed way of getting the vehicle for a pretty darn cheap price tag. And let's say you wait until the Blitz Fair and you get all of your gold then. And then the Type 57 is released either in the auctions or for sale after. Instead of spending normally what is 12,500 gold, which would cost you, what, maybe $40 to get your hands on? In this retrospect, it might only cost you $10 to get your hands on the Type 57 because of how much money you saved on buying that gold. It's a very smart way of saving money. I don't have any gameplay in the background because I want people to actually focus on what I'm saying here, not on the gameplay in the background. If you care that much to say, oh my god, there was no gameplay in this video, then this video is not for you and you're not very smart with your money. But I'm being serious. This is a super efficient way of being smart in Blitz. It's something that I've started doing, and it's something that you'll notice that I've done in the past, is just stockpile gold. It's such a bad decision to impulse buy, because then you get buyer's remorse. I cannot tell you how much gold I have wasted on operation containers for the AE Phase 1 that I could have saved. I mean, all of these certificates here are from AE Phase 1 tries. Oh, actually, we got a Blitz T, whatever the heck it's called there. Yeah, and all these vehicles here, all these are gold that I can convert. This right here, I think you can get like 500 gold when you convert these tanks, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, it's a lot. Yeah, it is 500 gold, because you can sell the Battle Pass tanks for 500, and then you... Yeah, so I've got a lot of gold here, and that's what I've been doing, is I've just been stockpiling these Battle Pass vehicles so I can sell them whenever I want to. But yeah, in all seriousness, guys, be smart with your money. Please, please be smart with your money, because in the future, you might have wanted that money for something else, and now you spent it on a video game, and you're never going to get it back. There's no refunds. So be smart. Save up and buy a big bundle that's double money or something like that, and then don't buy gold for another year. It's a super smart way to save your gold and treat it like real life. You know, the stock market's kind of going down right now, and with the stock market going down, that means your money's worth less and less. Don't waste your money on a video game when you can save it. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.